Good afternoon, race fans. Here it is race 100 here in the Hardee's National Series, and what a way to kick things off with Tim Fiegel being on pole here for the Allen family racing team. This very same team won at Canadian Tire Motorsports Park with Bradley Bishop Jr. Can they find that with Tim Fiegel here? That 43 car at the top of the board in qualifying as the pace car is off turn number 4. 42 drivers lined up and race 100 will begin. The green flag is going to wave. We're racing here in the Monster Mile. And already off turn number 1, they're gonna go, and 2. Tim Fiegel leads the way down the backstretch, and Scott Roush already going on the inside for the runner-up spot. 3 wide right behind him, Jarrett Gross trying to thread the needle. Corey Williams in the middle, Bishop Jr. up top as the field roars their way out of turn 4 to end lap number 1, and Corey Williams up to the 4th position. Roush up to 2nd. RJ Bishop sits in 3rd. Still 3 wide back there. Look at Sean Angel in the 44 underneath Jack Porkins. Bradley Bishop Jr. cuts his teammate off as he tries to set sail past Nicholas Carrera and will now file in line behind Gross, with the field getting aggressive early on, letting those tires get up to temperature, and there goes BBJ up to the 8th position. The inside line still being very powerful at this racetrack, but they've added some grip up top so drivers can have a little bit of a battle back, but you want to be down near that middle and inside groove if you want to find some grip, and some drivers are finding that out early on. Edward Ziemba dropping backwards here, Vance Conwell on the inside groove, and teammate PJ Williams up top. Jeffrey White not having the best of starts as well in the 11 machine, and Diego Yepes trying to march his way forward, and car number 7 just a little bit outside that top 20. But up front though, you see Scott Roush now taking the lead away from Tim Fiegel and make that a lead change for car number 3 as he's now to the point. This happened on the opening lap. Watch Kyle Keith, he tries to come down behind Brandon Crass and just clips the quarter panel and shoves Josh Crash into the outside wall, and both of them with some right side damage, and that was on the opening lap. Luckily no caution out on the racetrack, and the field will still be racing as it's still green here in the Monster Mile. White now trying to crawl his way towards the mid-pack near that top 15 area. He shoved PJ Williams out of the way, and now to the inside he's gonna go. Daniel Day stuck on the bottom, almost hit the apron that time around, but look at Joseph Srigley. He's gonna get the run off the corner, and watch the momentum he gets off turn number 4 and into 1. What a pass by Joseph Srigley. He powers his way past, but look at Diego Yepes getting that middle groove. We're trying to get the center off the corner. Tip Foster's gonna follow in line in the 27, and nowhere to go for Anthony Marchese in the 9. They've got to figure something out. Peter Onjek getting challenged by Cal Farrell near the back half of the field. Carter Friesen making it 3 wide, and look at Anthony Marchese making it 3 wide into turn 1. He wants to get past both Monster Energy racing cars, and he will do so, and Anthony Marchese's gonna get up to 21st as a result. And that 9 car, they've got to figure some adjustments out early on because everybody else trying to run away here. Noah Hart now on the move with RJ Bishop in front of him, trying to get around Corey Williams for the top spot in 4th place. And the 14 team kind of falling a little bit backwards here. Bradley Bishop Jr. moving his way forward, trying to make it 2 races in a row this season. He has found victory lane at CTMP, and now he is looking for a win here at Dover. Bradley Bishop Jr. now in the back bumper of his teammate, and will he make a move into turn 1? Yes, he will. Fiegel stumbles a little bit, and he goes up the racetrack, and here comes BBJ down on the inside up to P2 just like that, and is now trying to catch Scott Roush into turn number 3. Roush's car not looking as good, not able to really run away with the race lead at the moment, and usually at Dover, once you have clean air, you can run off with the rest of the field, but Bradley Bishop Jr. now putting the pressure on Scott Roush. You can see him just get a good center off of turn number 2, can just get the foot on the gas off the corner just like that, and you see Noah Hart going at it here, but look at Scott Roush launches up the hill. Here comes BB down at the bottom, but Roush gets the throttle off, gets the exit speed needed, and he's gonna fend for the race lead. Noah Hart though now looking for the 4th spot on Corey Williams. This 12 car is looking very good on the racetrack, and Fisher Motorsports was so quick at Canadian Tire. They're looking to repeat the process here at Dover, and what would be awesome if they can find victory lane here today. Williams drops back though, but now teammate Jack Porkins is going to try and reel him in. Vance Conwell has marched his way forward. Another driver also marching his way forward is Edward Ziemba in car number 17. Looking around, Ian Dutta for position. This is for 11th, and he's going to be able to do so quite easily. This 17 car could be one to look out for. Ziemba having some very good pace so far, having to claw his way upwards here with not the best qualifying effort, but now the battle for the lead is on once again. Roush to the outside, BBJ inside, and the 45 is going to be the race leader off of turn number 2 here on lap 14. More issues would arise. Ross Jackson would get into the quarter panel of Daniel Day and send both of them in the outside wall in a very similar instance to the Kyle Keith incident early on in the race, and heavy right side damage to both the 25 and the 37, and it's going to be the matter of fact of how bad the aerodynamics will play for these cars, especially with the right side damage as well as the state of those Goodyear tires. Hart now on the bumper of Fiegel here, and Fiegel's car just tightening up a little bit. He's used his stuff already, and Hart now looking to the inside for 3rd. He has caught the leaders. He's definitely quicker than Roush, but not so much with maybe BBJ, but he's easily going to pass for 3rd, and Noah Hart's car coming to life here in the first part of this race. And this 12 team looking very good on the radar. You see RJ Bishop though going backwards. Remember, he started really well near the front row of this race, but he has dropped outside the top 10, as now Jeffrey White's going to try and fight for the 11th spot. Jeffrey White kind of struggling with his race car here in the 11 machine. Sean Angel's falling a little bit backwards, as well as Hannah Allen. Jarrett Gross also qualified really well coming into this race, but also falling backwards here. So we're seeing some comers and goers here at Dover so far. Some drivers moving their way forwards, others backwards, and others just staying stagnant in this race here. And we've still got a handful of laps to go here, but a great battle near the mid-pack between Gross, Dutta, Marchese, Yepes, who's also climbed his way forward. Yepes, another big mover of this race so far, and the Jiffy Lube machine. So Diego Yepes could have a solid finish if adjustments go in the right direction, but as Anthony Marchese and company are trying to overtake Ian Dutta, Dutta's car not looking as good here on lap number 20 out of 100. You might have seen in the blue car on your screen, and that man was PJ Williams. He reported he had an issue with his car, and he had to bring the car down pit lane. The Credit One Bank machine is going to be several laps down, and well, that team's going to have to pull something out of the hat if they want to keep their hopes alive in terms of getting a good result, but a tough break for team number 42. Hart down on the inside of Scott Roush. He easily takes the runner-up spot, and the Dairy Queen machine now up to 2nd here in the race. Jack Porkins trying to fight back on Corey Williams, but Williams shuts the door on the 41. But look at Jack Porkins. He's just going to get the center off the corner, and he's going to have the draft of that 14 down the front stretch and into turn number 1. Williams' car not looking as good in this race as well. As now again, Porkins back down at the bottom near the quarter panel this time around. And now they're going to be side by side. No team orders here. And Jack's going to send it into turn number 3. And watch the momentum he can get off of turn number 4. Williams going to put a valiant fight back. Great run off of turn 4. But Jack's going to send it into turn number 1 once again. And the matter of commitment kicks into this race. Which car can run better on the inside line and maybe the outside? But here comes Corey back at it again. Crossover move here. Teammates still going at it. And Corey Williams trying to fend for the top 5 position, but that allows Alex Benyako to reel in the two of them. But Jack Porkins looks like he's going to be able to get it into turn number 1, and Corey's going to continue to fall back, as now he's going to be under the clutches of Alex Benyako here in car number 8, the points leader coming into this race. Benyako looking for a very solid points day in order to maintain that distance, and the shot at going 2 in a row could be a possibility for this flex shot machine. Bradley Bishop Jr. has now caught lap traffic in front of him, and for Noah Hart, this is a golden opportunity to catch that 45 car. And off turn 2, Patrick Smith gets out of the way. Hart's going to be able to close in, and look at Scott Roush in the distance here. Don't count him out as well, and Hart hugs the bottom line. The lap cars cooperating with the 12 team, but also not a very good spot to catch them, as Hart's going to be able to get around them quite easily. You see the gap now decreasing to 0.3 a second this time around, so Noah Hart has closed in the gap thanks to lap traffic, and now Bradley Bishop Jr. getting around Kyle Keith, goes down the bottom. Hart's going to follow in line, and you can just tell Bishop Jr. frustrated around lap traffic here. And there is the 12 car. Look at Scott Roush, he's going to make it 3 wide around the lap traffic. He's going to zoom on by. Easy pass on the inside line, but you see his car kind of wash up the hill a little bit off of turn number 2 because of it. And that's because of the tires kicking in. Noah Hart, though, still on the back bumper of Bishop Jr., putting the pressure down, and Bishop Jr. not budging whatsoever. So this 45 car is very good as a lead car, but with dirty air in the factors here, Noah Hart's been able to really catch this 45 car. So the long run kicking in for a lot of these drivers here. Porkins looking very good here. His car coming to life here in these past few laps. Corey Williams. Oh man, Tim Fiegel almost wrecked off of Corey Williams' front bumper there. And look at Alex Benyako. Huge run off of turn 4. Will he make it 3 wide? He's gonna go for it into turn number 1. And Williams washes up the hill. Has to give Benyako the space. And Tim Fiegel's gonna be the bad one out. And almost made contact off of 2. They doored each other for almost, it looked like they did. And now Tim Fiegel's gonna try and split the gap. He's gonna go through the middle groove. Inside they're gonna go, and they're still gonna be 3 wide off of turn 4, with Williams trying to get on the defensive here. Fiegel now washing Williams up into the marbles, and that's gonna allow Vance Conwell to join in on the party here. William Brock, Edward Ziemba, and notable others also joining in. Williams coming down pit road, and it looks to be an issue for the 14. He's reported he's also got a tire down, and on lap 32 he's gonna come in, and the fuel window actually coming into this race is reported to be 60 laps, so a one-stop race. So drivers know they can make it to the end after they pit, but Williams, with his issue, they're going to have to figure something out, just like the PJ Williams scenario. They're going to have to hope for a miracle if they want to keep their hopes alive, because with what they're at, they're going to be several laps down as a result. This battle for 7th on back has still been intense. Jeffrey White has been in the back bumper of Tim Fiegel for a while, and now here he comes. He's got to run on the inside. Fiegel wiggles into 1, and here comes White trying to get the spot away from Tim Fiegel. William Brock, he's going to try and pull a veteran move. He's going to try and follow the 11, and Edward Ziemba is just going to have to watch, listen, and learn, as he's going to probably observe the battle going on in front of him. And Edward Ziemba is a pretty talented race car driver, so he's going to adapt pretty quickly. And we've seen the success this 17 car has. They've yet to win, but they have found the speed. And right now they're inside the top 10, running in 10th. There's RJ Bishop right behind him. He could actually pry a top 10 with this 99 car here today. And RJ Bishop had some impressive results at Nashville. Didn't have quite, had some speed near the end of it, but just luck didn't go in the right way for him. And now he is on the back bumper of Tim Fiegel. You can tell that 43 car not really good in this run, so they've got to make some adjustments if they want to bring that car near the front once again. But William Brock now trying to hold off Edward Ziemba for the 8th position, and Edward Ziemba's car just very good on the racetrack. His car looking very good in this long run, so he might have saved his stuff as well. So the IK9 machine looking very stellar here. Jack Porkins still navigating his way through lap traffic, running in the 4th position. But up front here, Noah Hart's actually going to take the lead away. He's going to lead the lap that time around. And a new leader for Noah Hart. Bradley Bishop Jr. is going to fight back, but he got boxed in by Stratus DePire. And new leader, car number 12 for Fisher Motorsports' Noah Hart. So here's how Noah did it. He pulled an arc into the corner. Bishop Jr. just had a horrible apex. And what a beautiful setup. Using Stratus DePire as a pick, you see the 56 is going to wash up the hill, and that's going to help Hart a little bit in the backstretch, and into turn 3, he's just going to have the proper grip and necessities he needs. And again, watch Bishop Jr. try and fight back, has the outside line groove, kick in, but just into turn 1, Hart just has the plane advantage. And a clean pass and a good one for Noah Hart. And this is crucial because that shows how strong this 12 car is in the long run. Give a shout out to Peter Ronjek here. He has had one heck of a climb. He is now to P19 in the number 6 machine. Teammate James Ellison not as fortunate though. He has turned a lap down here with the leaders running at blistering paces here at the Monster Mile. And so far, Miles the Monster hasn't really struck yet in terms of cautions on the racetrack. And last year, we saw it become a smash fest. Once the first caution unraveled, we had a chain reaction of more. But right now, it is very tame here at Noah Hart's gap, increasing here thanks to lap traffic as he just got around Tim Foster. Foster having a very solid day in the 22nd position in the Monster Energy Dodge there. But Bradley Bishop Jr. just getting held up here. You see the gap now increasing to more than half a second as he finally navigates his way past this number 27, and now he's gonna have to chase down Noah Hart once again. Here comes RJ Bishop to come down pit road, and everybody's going to have to come in sooner or later. But let the pit stop cycles commence here. As the 99, they're going to try and pull an undercut here. RJ Bishop lacking some speed in this long run, and a very long run indeed so far. Marchese coming in as well. Ellison, there's Jack Porkins coming in this time as well. Scott Roush, Vance Conwell, there is William Brock. Very good run for this 94 team. Good run for the 24 team as well. Jeffrey White quietly in that top 10 area. And we're seeing Noah Hart. There he is coming down pit road. There's BBJ in the distance. So right now, Noah Hart could be the net leader just based on the gap itself here for car number 12. So Noah Hart will come in. He's going to be the big what if here. So the crew needs to not screw up. Jack Porkins making contact with Bradley Bishop Jr. And could that be the benefactor this 12 team needs at all? There's Daniel Day coming in at pit road. Remember, he had some right side damage. And Hart's going to have Circly cooperate and the team communicating. They will go out just fine, not to worry, like CTMP with Srigley and Corey Williams. And looks like he's going to have a good gap over BBJ, looking like a very slow stop for the 45. There's Alex Benyako right behind him. And Noah Hart could be the big beneficiary out of this one. And there's Corey Williams still on the racetrack. He's actually on the lead lap now, so the team trying to pull something out of their rear ends here with the 5-hour energy machine. Remember, they pitted on lap 30, so somewhere around that lap 30 range. So Corey Williams hoping for a yellow, banking on a caution. But right now, it's Noah Hart, though. He's going to be able to be the net leader, it looks like. Alex Benyako is going to be, I think, also gaining a lot of spots as well. Here comes Roush down on the inside of the 45. This is going to be huge here. Roush needs to get around him ASAP if he wants to have an opportunity at catching Hart. But how about Vance Conwell? He actually gained a lot of track position as well in the 24, it looks like. So Vance Conwell might be a big winner out of this. Jack Porkins might be a big winner out of this as well. And that 41 car, they had some great long run speed, but the matter at hand is how well will that car take off in a run. But it's Corey Williams up front. Remember, he's got way older tires. Almost contact with Kyle Keith there. He merged on the racetrack, and Corey was trying to pull an arc in the corner. But look at the difference of pace between him and Hart there. That's going to be the gap, and that lead's going to evaporate in an instant. Meanwhile, right behind him, there you see William Brock trying to get around Scott Roush. And right behind him, there's Alex Benyako contacting hard into the wall. Goes Gatlin Downey. He's going to slide up the hill into White and Cresta. And the caution's going to fly here on lap 69 out of 100. They're still crashing in the corner. That's Tim Fiegel also collected. So the pole sitter is also involved. And everybody just scrambling around. And oh man, a close call for the leader there. But for Corey Williams, though he just lost the lead to Noah Hart, this is the game changer for the 14 team, because though these guys have just pitted and have fresh rubber, Corey is going to have fresher rubber than the rest of the field. And will he bring it down pit road? Yes, he will. So Corey's going to take the risk. They've got nothing to lose technically, so nothing out of the ordinary for this 14 team. They need to take tires, but look at Brandon Cresta's car. It is demolished here. And Roush Family Racing is not going to have the dream weekend they wanted like last year whatsoever. But for Corey Williams, this is a lifesaver for them. And you see Alex Benyako, he just washed up the hill. Gatlin Downey was just holding his line and just clipped the quarter panel, just a hard lick into the inside wall. And Downey's front end actually lifts off the ground, you saw for a brief moment. But Alex Benyako trying to keep the car under control. Downey's car just destroyed at this rate. And then poor Brandon Crasta, no place to go. Jeffrey White gets a snippet of the action as well, but Alex Benyako, the points leader coming into this race, a huge game changer for him, and Tim Fiegel just no place to go. Benyako was trying to get out of the way, and then Jeffrey White once again just kind of clobbers the 8 car again to add insult to injury there. But man, Jeffrey White has had 2 bad races in a row. He's going to get damaged in this one. Benyako going to be the exact same though. Had a great run at Canadian Tire, but a huge game changer in terms of the championship here. And we could see Bradley Bishop Jr. and others see this as a golden opportunity to pounce on the 8's misfortunes. Pace car is off once again. Noah Hart's going to lead, and a lot of drivers stayed out. Williams the only car that pitted. Tim Fiegel with damage zone second. Keep that a note. Green flag in the air. 27 laps remain. And Hart's already looking to run away. He has put on the afterburners in the Dairy Queen machine. And Tim Fiegel's bottling up the lead lap cars. And look at all the lap cars on the bottom of the racetrack as well. And this is going to be a huge factor for Noah Hart because he's got to run away as soon as he can. Because look at those ferocious beasts right behind the lap traffic. Jack Porkins now up to second, passing Tim Fiegel. And Fiegel just dropping back. You see him struggling to find grip due to the damage on his car. And Jack Porkins still stuck behind. Kyle Keith, Jarek Gross on Jack and Dutta here. And Noah Hart, you see the gap already to 1.39 seconds. 3 wide off of turn 4. And look at that 45. Bradley Bishop Jr. had a slow stop. And this could have cost him here, but he has got to find something to get around the lap traffic. He rockets his way on the outside past the 61. And now Bradley Bishop Jr. is going to have a few lap cars in front of him, but not as bad as the gaggle that everybody else is going through. Look at Edward Ziema, look at Anthony Marchese. They are all trying to crack the top 10 in a late race move for desperation and points in terms of the championship fight. You see, there's Cal Farrow getting shoved up the hill. There's Julio Caesar stuck in the grandstand of things here. James Ellison, a lot of others here. Though they're lapped down, they too are fighting for track position as well. But Edward Ziemba getting passed by teammate Anthony Marchese as he's going to go the inside. This is for the 9th spot. They're going to try and catch Jeffrey White's damage number 11. And meanwhile, though, Tim Fiegel, or not Tim Fiegel, but Bradley Bishop Jr. has caught the back end of the 24 of Vance Conwell, but now Jack Porkins has dissected most of the lap traffic here. 2.36 is the advantage Noah Hart has over Jack Porkins, and Porkins only has to get through Dutta and Jackson, and maybe that's going to be one of them right there. Dutta slams on the brakes there, had to check up, missed the apex a little bit there, and Porkins gets stuck behind. Look at Jarek Gross, though, coming into the picture. Porkins is going to try to go high. Gross goes down low, and that's going to help BBJ a lot, and that's going to help Hart a lot here, as BBJ now up to 3rd. Conwell down to 4th. Rouch sits in 5th, and the battle for 6th still rages on. Jeffrey White trying to hold his distance over Marchese and Edward Ziemba. Rodriguez Racing coming to life at the best time possible. Bishop Jr. making it 3 wide for 2nd and using lap cars as a pick. And Bradley Bishop Jr. is going to sail his way forwards. And this man is one hungry driver because he is now up to 2nd. And perhaps he could look for more if this car comes to life at the best time possible. But Porkins tries to put a crossover move, couldn't get there in time. He has to back off. And look at Vance Conwell, he's just sitting. That 41 car not good off the launch here. And Bradley Bishop Jr. only has 2 cars that separate him and Noah Hart here. He's got to get around them sooner or later, or else this 12 car will soar away to a race win. Bishop Jr. has gotten around Gross, and now he's got his eyes on Ian Dutta to get around in order to catch Noah Hart. He actually gained a few hundredths that time around. He easily passes the 71. Dutta lets it by. And now Bradley Bishop Jr. continuing to shrink the gap here at Dover. Man, this 45 car is a monster on the racetrack. He is showcasing that he is better than Miles the Monster himself, but Noah Hart has been the driver to beat so far. Him and BBJ have really been the class of the field, and rightfully so, because they are currently the top 2 in this race. Let's see the gap this time around. It's down to 3.29, and so BBJ is going to have to be on a mission to catch this number 12 car, but Scott Roush has reeled in Vance Conwell for the 4th position. Roush's car coming to life, not as quick as Porkins, but definitely looking as quick as Conwell, as Conwell holds its ground. There you see behind them, Anthony Marchese has gotten around White, so has Edward Ziemba, so they're running 6th and 7th in the race so far. Marchese was awful throughout most of this day, but now they have put themselves in a prime position to gain some points. Corey Williams on the newer tires, still stuck behind lap traffic. He is outside the top 10, but he is definitely looking for more. He is stuck behind Justin Johnson. He is trying to catch William Brock in that 94 car, but you see the gap continuing to decrease between Bradley Bishop Jr. and Noah Hart. This 12 car not looking as quick as they were off the launch, but BBJ, they might have put some grill tape on this 45 car to bring them to where they are now. Scott Roush now in the bumper of Vance Conwell. Conwell gets loose up the corner, and here comes Scott Roush down in the bottom. The 3 car looking for 4th on the racetrack, and the Welsh's Great Machine is going to sail past the 24. Good center speed off, but Conwell puts the fight back to the 3 car, but it's not going to be any use there as Roush powers his way past. He's up to P4. Great point save for him. Anthony Marchese now under pressure from Edward Ziemba. The IK9 machine looking very quick here. Marchese has come out of nowhere. Great recovery run here. They've been nowhere in this race, but now they're in a prime time position to be inside the top 10 and potentially more if they can catch that 24. But Edward Ziemba now closing in once again. You see Marchese slip off a little bit off of turn 2, and here he comes down to the bottom. Marchese shuts the door, but almost gets hit by Ross Jackson, almost made contact there, and now the teammates are going to be side by side, but Marchese with the run off the corner this time around, and into turn 1 they're going to go. Marchese on the top, and Edward Ziemba down at the bottom. Will Marchese stay on the top, make it 3 wide here, and Ziemba looking for a little bit more here, maybe trying to push Ross Jackson out of the way, but not able to here. Corey Williams, though, has caught Jeffrey White here with RJ Bishop in tow, so Corey Williams' new Goodyear tires kicking in to the best moment they can. To the inside, he's going to go crossover move on Strastapire. He's going to make it 3 wide and use the lap car as a pick, and a sick move around the 11 as Corey Williams moves up to 8th. RJ Bishop looking for more. Yepes got around William Brock, and Sean Angel's looking to spoil the party as well. And here comes Diego Yepes into the picture. White slips up the hill into the marbles. He's gonna go. Here comes Diego Yepes down at the bottom. Great head of steam from the Jiffy Lube machine, and Sean Angel's willing to help him out. Yepes is going to have a great day out of this one. He passes the 99 and the 11 off of turn 4, and Jeffrey White's going to be the big loser out of this. Look at Joseph Strigley. He wanted to make it 3 wide for the briefest of moments, but had to back off in time in order to set them up once again. Here comes Sean Angel down to the bottom of RJ Bishop. He is looking to crack the top 10 as well. Here comes Joseph Strigley down the bottom as well. He's going to follow in line behind the Waffle House machine. Only 6 laps to go remain at Dover International Speedway. Meanwhile, though, Yep is trying to run away from the rest of the pack in terms of the top 10. Noah Hart is looking to run away from Bradley Bishop Jr. The classic cat and mouse game here, and Bradley Bishop Jr. on the prowl here in the 45. The gap is down to 1.27 seconds here with only 5 laps to go here at Dover. They're going to be crossing the strike here. Let's look at the lap times. 22.1 to a 22.0. That's with Jack Porkins. That's a 21.8 with Bradley Bishop Jr. with only 4 laps to go here. Bishop Jr.'s got to keep digging and digging if he wants to keep the gap between him much closer. Off of turn number 4, you see the gap continuing to decrease. It decreased dramatically that time around, and now it looks like it's going to be down to 0.73, so not as much Did he gain off that corner that time around, or that time around here for Bradley Bishop Jr.? But Noah Hart is still keeping his P's and Q's all together. Off of turn 4, once again, the gap still winding down. Bishop Jr. is going to make it one heck of a race if he can catch him in time. It's less than half a second off of turn number 2. Noah Hart has to hold off a hard-charging BBJ here if he wants to secure this win for Fisher Motorsports. And what would be a day if they can finally find victory lane here for this 12 team. The white flag is going to fly. One more lap to go for BBJ and Noah Hart. Hart into turn 1, BBJ into turn 1, still close together. Off of turn 2, Bradley Bishop Jr. is on the bumper this time around. Does he have enough time? Into turn 3, they're gonna go. Hart's gonna slip up the hill. Here comes Bradley Bishop Jr. down the bottom. It's gonna be a drag race across the start-finish line, and Noah Hart's gonna win here at Dover, and a classic photo finish. And for Fisher Motorsports, victory at last for the Dairy Queen machine and for the organization overall in the Hardee's National Series. And what a showing here for Noah Hart. 0.01 was the deficit, or really was the advantage, the margin of victory there for this 12 team. And what a way to wrap the 100th race of the Hardee's National Series here. We've seen some thrills and spills in terms of the seasons past and present, and Noah Hart has finally struck gold here. They have found victory lane at last here, and Toyota overall, they're going to be very happy here at Dover. And Bradley Bishop Jr., you give him one more lap, he could have won this race. But then you see Porkins in 3rd, Roush 4th, you got Vance Conwell 5th, Anthony Marchese 6th, Edward Ziemba 7th, Corey Williams in 8th, great recovery run for him, Yepes 9th, and John Angel, your top 10. How about that? You're wondering about where the points leader ended up. Alex Benyako finishes P17 on the grid. Not the best of runs, but certainly could have been worse due to the amount of cars a lap down and the limited cars on the lead lap. But thank you all for listening in. Congratulations to Noah Hart on the win, and what a way to wrap things up in a fantastic fashion here at the Monster Mile. Hart has tamed Miles the Monster here, and certainly, though it was less wreck prone, we certainly had some great racing and a great finish to wrap things up.